Introducing the PDC World Darts Championship.
Welcome back to Online Darts, everyone. We're here at Cheltenham Racecourse and we've got Josh Rock. Josh, what an atmosphere. That's electric down there. This is great preparation for the Worlds, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. Obviously, it's great to be a part of these exhibitions week in, week out with Jason and stuff. So they obviously put on a good show every time, so it's great to be a part of it.
Is there any better practice for the Worlds than this, playing against the practice room full of stars?
No, I don't think so. Obviously, you've got world number 2 here, Humphreys. You've got Stephen Bunton, Steve Beaton and all. You've got young Jaden Walker, who's up and coming now too. So, yeah, I think you can't get any worse in the preparation.
Look, the Worlds is now here. The draw's done. Did you watch the draw?
Yeah. I did watch the draw. It's obviously who you get is who you get, but I'm happy enough with my draw. Hopefully if I perform, and hopefully, never know, hopefully go all the way.
Look, I know everyone wanted to avoid Bo. When you avoided it, was that like, not a relief, but you were like, oh, thank God it's not me type thing, because the pressure on that game for whoever got Bo was going to be electric.
Yeah, even that they said it too. He didn't want Bo or Paul Lim first round, and I said the same, but obviously it was getting nitty-gritty towards the end, and then they pulled out the number that was Gemma here. I went, well, at least it's not Bo first round. I know I can beat her, she knows she can beat me, but when it comes to the first game of the Worlds, it's the most pressurised game in the whole of the World Championship, I think, so it's obviously you want to try and progress, so yeah, I watched it with my eyes closed.
But for the first time, are you excited to go to Ali Pali? Because I remember the last couple of years, there's been so much going on behind the scenes and so on, where this time, clear mind, dangerous, Josh Rock?
Yeah, big time. I said that too when we were in Minehead. This is probably obviously this before Fear in the PDC. This is most to look forward to the Worlds, because now obviously all the stuff in the past is all gone now, and I believe obviously and go up there and get quarter-final, semi-final, final win. So yeah.
How much confidence has winning that World Cup given you? I know you've got a partner on the stage, but you're still getting over the line in a PDC TV tournament. Is that the catalyst to go on and win more? Yeah,
but I think my first was the UK Open. Obviously getting to the semi-final against James in the UK Open, I think kind of spurred me on for this whole year, because it was the first TV tournament of the year. Sorry, the Masters was, but it was not long after getting married, so I wasn't really concentrating as well as I should have. But yeah, and UK Open I think spurred me on, but I think when I won that World Cup with Darryl, just kind of really just kicked into gear.
Look, you now go into tournaments as favourite. Like, people talk about Josh Rock winning TV tournaments.
Where they were about 3.5 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, but I remember when Gary said what he said, and obviously I know that you were like, maybe not at the time I felt it, but in hindsight I did. Do you feel you're now back to where you should be after all that intrusion from the press and so on?
Yeah, but I don't think it was the press. I think it was, well, obviously what was going on behind the scenes. It was really more to do with that, mainly because I was going in every tournament thinking, I have this to give, and yada yada yada. So now, obviously, as you know, it's all done and dusted now. So I wouldn't say it was the press, it was the other stuff that was going on behind the scenes.
Well, now, when you listen to pundits saying Josh can win this, does this change the mindset from Josh under the radar to Josh now fully on everyone's radar?
Yeah, obviously. I want to try and be on the radar. I want to obviously win every title I can. Obviously, I haven't won anything individually just yet. So, but when the time comes and the time's right, I'm really looking forward to when it happens.
Look, you love that stage. We see it brings the best out of you. The World Championship, though, 3 weeks. How do you approach this? Is it almost like 3 different tournaments where you've got your stage before Christmas, your stage after Christmas, and your stage after New Year, or is it just a game at a time?
No, it's just a game at a time, because you don't know what way you're going to perform in the first game, second game, and how many games you play. So yeah, I just go in, every tournament I go in one game at a time. I don't look any further than the first, second round, because there's no point, because you only do yourself damage if that's the case.
But you speak so maturely about, obviously, you've gone through a lot in your young career. What would you say to youngsters that were in similar situations to you, not to rush in to anything stupid?
Oh, definitely. I've spoken to a couple of young kids back home. Obviously, when it comes to managers and stuff, just don't be rushing into it straight away. You just want to enjoy darts. Just speaking to wee Jaden, but he's been about the wee side a long time, and he knows what to do, and he's got Jason behind him, fantastic manager behind him. So, but when it comes to young kids, they just need to learn their trade in darts and just enjoy it, because there's a lot of kids out there playing darts and they're getting very frustrated with themselves for no reason when they shouldn't be, because darts is for enjoyment, not for a job.
Did you learn the hard way almost?
Well, I learned at a very young age myself, obviously, in the pubs. I matured, I think, very quickly, because obviously with my dad and stuff in the pubs, playing the pub leagues, and then obviously into the county leagues and stuff, I matured very quick for my age, and obviously certain kids are doing the exact same.
Is the John O'Shea, you coming to tournaments now, a permanent thing? Are you superstitious? Because every time that, or he gives you something to do or whatever, you seem to improve time after time.
John's been in the game that long, he knows how to talk. he knows what to say and in the right moments, and he knows how to prepare people. And that's why I have asked him to come to Ali Pali, because he can give me different things that my manager can give me, if that makes sense. But obviously he's playing the global championships here and the ADC and stuff, so he needs to focus on himself. And I said, look, if you can't come, you can't come. I'm not going to be heartbroken, but if you can, I would love you to be there, just so we can practice together. He's given me a lot of practice routines for back home, and they benefited me because everybody knows my doubles aren't the strongest point in my game. It's usually my scoring, and my doubles have started the last couple of weeks, been coming on big time. So thanks to John for the practice routines.
Look, the Worlds obviously is the Worlds, but what comes with a good run at the Worlds opens up so many doors. Yeah. We've got World Series events, first of all, in Saudi Arabia and Bahrain, definitely. I know Eddie's teased there might be another one, but the PDC haven't confirmed it yet. Then obviously the Premier League. Do you think you're ready for all these events? Not are they going to pick you, but Josh Rock, the player right now, do you think you're ready to be in all these showpiece events?
Yes, I'm ready for it all. I want it all, but as I've told you in all the interviews, it's not up to me to make that decision, but I'm 1,000,000% ready.
Yeah, that's why it wasn't a case of do you want it, or I think it was like because we've seen the Premier League wreck careers if they've gone in too early. But right now, do you feel ready for these?
I'm 1,000,000% ready, big time.
These sold out arenas and stadiums is what you're made for.
Oh, that's what I'm made for. I'm made for the stage, clearly. And obviously, when it comes to getting that first title, whenever the time's right, can't wait for it.
Belfast, would that be the dream walking out? I still call it the Odyssey. It's not anymore, is it? It's the.
I call it the Odyssey. I always call it the Odyssey. It's weird going to Belfast and I'm going to the SSE Arena. It doesn't make sense. It's the Odyssey. That's my generation. A lot of people will know it's the Odyssey. So yeah, I think if I ever get the opportunity to play in the Premier League and play in front of Belfast, I might want to wear a mask over my eyes because I think I might get emotional because I know what I'm there for, and it's in Belfast. So
look, your walk-on song, I know you've struggled with this. You've tried looking for one, you weren't allowed one didn't work. Are we closer to finding the walk-on song for you yet?
Not just yet. I still want a certain song, but with certain venues you can't be in for circumstances. But I just have to stick with my song here at the minute.
Is that why
I just tried it. Me and my dad were sitting after I beat Conor Scott in the Grand Slam. We were sitting talking. I was just thinking of the Rocky film that came in the head, but it didn't really. It's not me. I am more of one that just try and get the crowd going with a song, but that wasn't the song. So
the one that you're referring to, I understand in certain venues why it can't be used, but were you surprised that you weren't allowed to use it in Blackpool?
Yeah,
because that Blackpool doesn't have any affiliation to green or blue.
No, definitely not. And I was shocked because obviously I did ask the question and they said yes, and then 2 or 3 days before the tournament they said no. But then I'm an easy going person. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue about anything. I'm like, that's all right. I just obviously keep my old song, and I'm happy enough.
Are you taken aback how quickly this rise of Josh Rock has happened? Because I remember watching your scores on Dart Connect at Q School. I'm not going to lie, I didn't have a clue who Josh Rock was.
Not many people did.
I just saw these numbers and I was like, this kid can play. You do some Googling. He's only a young lad and whatever. It's like, he can play. From there, fast forward to where we are now. Have you been blown away how quickly this has gone?
I don't think I've never even had the time to actually think about it. I'm just, you've known me for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm probably one of the nicest boys in the tour.
100%.
I just get on with everybody and enjoy just playing darts and enjoy having the crack with everybody because I don't like to give everybody a hard time. I'm just here to have fun, here to play darts and here to try and win as many titles as I can. So the rise has never hit me, to be honest, but going from obviously not being number in the world to being number 10 in the world, it's some achievement.
100%. What's it like back home, just going to the supermarket? Did you get left alone, or is it more noticeable now since the World Cup?
In my home village, everybody just knows me as Josh because they know my dad for years in the pub. They know me since I was youngest. They're all, oh, how's it going, Josh? Doing well, blah, blah, blah. But me and the wife there went to the Belfast Christmas market and I got hounded.
Really?
As soon as we got there, yeah. And I was like, well, it's obviously good to see people do notice you. And I do enjoy it too.
Do you actually like that? I know some people shy away from it and don't like it.
I don't shy away from it because I'm very grateful for it because there's people out there in the world who don't get noticed for nothing and I get noticed for playing darts. So,
what did your wife think of it all? Does she like it, or does she like, oh, can we just go try it?
There is times she's like, oh, here we go again, blah, blah, blah. There's times it doesn't bother. Maybe it doesn't bother, but there is times maybe before having a meal or having a drink in a restaurant, whatever, that she's like, oh, here we go again.
I know your youngest won't understand what Dad does yet, but your oldest, does she understand what darts is and what you do and
My
everything.
oldest is my son.
Oh, son, sorry, I'm going the wrong way around. Does he understand which?
No, he's because my son, he's autistic, so he doesn't really know any different.
No, just like
he just knows if I'm not in the house that I'm
You're at work.
playing darts. He says, "Daddy's at work," and I went, and she goes, "Yeah." So
Fair.
obviously my youngest, she's just.
that's actually
She's
too
just my
young to
princess.
return.
As soon as I come home, she's just straight up left me. I'm like, okay. So
Are you ready for? Obviously, I know that you love your family and whatever, but when you hit those top echelons, you're away an awful lot.
yeah,
What's the pressure and the stress like on a family dynamic and relationship when you are away for so long?
as long as you've got a strong woman behind you with your family, you're okay. And my wife, she was just the main man in the house, being her dad, who works in Senegal and stuff, in the gold mines and stuff. So she was just him not being there. So with me, when it comes to this, doesn't bother her whatsoever. So we're fine with it.
That must make life a lot easier.
Massively, because I know obviously my two kids, the best mum in the world, they're fine. But when it comes to being away as much as we are,
Yeah.
doesn't bother her at all.
Josh, absolute pleasure catching up with you before the World Championships, my friend, and we wish you all the very best at
Cheers,
Alexandra
boy.
Palace.
Thank you.
Introducing the Paddy Power World Darts Championship.
To change your